Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Let's talk about these two individuals right here, folks. This is 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. And the person you see on the side of him is his former guidance counselor in high school. And his guidance counselor speaks and shares new information about the Trump shooter. And I want to share what he said. He spoke to numerous media outlets. Some things he said are interesting, and it goes contrary to what classmates have said about this guy. Classmates have said that he was bullied in school. But the counselor says something very different here that I want to share with all of you. And we'll play two interviews here. We'll go with this one first.
Tonight we're hearing from Crooks' former high school guidance counselor.
KK's Mamie Bai is live in the newsroom. And Mamie, you spoke to that guidance counselor, and he says he knew Crooks well.
That's right, I did. Jim Knapp, I spoke with him. He is on vacation, but he agreed to speak with us. He tells me that he was Crooks' guidance counselor for 2 years while Crooks was at the high school. He tells me that he doesn't believe there was any bullying that was happening, not any that he saw himself. Now, Jim Knapp is the former guidance counselor of Thomas Crooks, the Bethel Park native now being referred to as the would-be Trump assassin. The 20-year-old opened fire with an AR-style rifle from the roof of a building outside of the security perimeter of the Trump rally Saturday in Butler. Knapp knew him well. Crooks attended Bethel Park High School. During his sophomore year, he started seeing Knapp. Knapp describes him as being intelligent and quiet. He tells me it took a while for it to register on Saturday when he heard that his former student was involved in this incident on Saturday.
So I actually had to go back and look up some pictures that I was able to keep from when I was a guidance counselor and some notes that I took myself. And therefore, I was able to look at those notes and look at his picture. And therefore, it started all come back. The recollection all came back. And when I recognized who it was and what happened, it just made my stomach sink and
made his stomach sink.
Knapp retired in 2022, the same year Crooks graduated from Bethel Park High School. Now, Knapp tells me to note, he wants people to understand that he doesn't believe there was any bullying going on. He tells me that actually during Crooks' senior year, he didn't miss any days except for just one. And so he says if there was any bullying going on, he certainly would have probably missed more days. Reporting live from the
No bullying. And if there was bullying going on, he said he would miss days. He only missed a couple days, or a day, one day, I guess. One day the whole school year. So what is going on here, people? Because former classmates are saying that he was bullied. We watched the video of, getting his legs getting pulled. And people are like labeling him the next school mass shooter, right? So was he bullied or not? I want to share another clip. Stay with me, folks. Stay with me because it's always good to get insight from the people involved here.
At first, it didn't register until I saw the picture. And once I saw his picture, it was, I recognized his face right away. Hearing Thomas's name just sent chills down my spine.
If you think back to when you knew Thomas, how would you describe him?
Quiet. Very quiet young man. He was the type of person where, you pretty much knew he wanted to be by himself. At first, it didn't register until I saw the picture. And once I saw his picture, it was, I recognized his face right away. Hearing Thomas's name just sent chills down my spine.
What do you think, folks? What do you think? Maybe more teachers will come out and say he was bullied. Maybe some will say not. But it gets more insight and gives more insight to this guy and his upbringing when he was in school. His specialty was calculus, a math guy. And we speculate that his math and his figures were in a play here, right? He used his skills he learned in high school to be able to calculate, map out the areas that he wanted to do this crime. It is believed he would know numbers and know distances and whatnot. On top of him learning how to shoot, right? Because he borrowed his dad's rifle, AR-15 rifle, and would go to target practice before this attempted assassination was planned out. But it's always good to hear people come out of the woodwork to share about him as we are studying him and studying who this guy is. Do you think this guy is the sole person that did this horrendous crime? What's your thoughts on this particular situation right here? I'll be reading your comments. I am JLR Investigates. Want to share that new information. We cover true crime 24/7, 365. Everything and anything dealing with this guy right here and this terrible tragedy, this guy and the terrible tragedy we are sharing. It's no stone left unturned. We don't have answers from the FBI. We don't have answers from local police. We don't have answers from the Secret Service. Everyone is tight-lipped here. So in order to get the truth out, we're going to have to hear people that had first-hand interactions with him to get an understanding. The American public deserves the truth. This is the biggest true crime in American history. In our lifetime, in my lifetime. How about you? Can you name another crime that's bigger than this? This was a crime, and this needs to be explained. Just like any other big crimes out there. The police got to lay it out, like an affidavit of probable cause when someone gets arrested. You lay out what exactly happened. And at this day, in this time, right now, we don't know what happened here. So everyone deserves the truth. We're trying to get the truth and disseminate information. We will talk soon. I am JLR Investigates. Stay safe.